Hey guys, a few people were asking me like, what plans do I have for Scourge inside Sonic Freedom Fighters? Well, okay, let me explain. So, Scourge basically everything from the comics would have stayed intact. Him fighting Sonic, him fighting Sonic on Morbius, a whole bunch of other things. Mostly everything that happened in basically him being gang and the suppression squad and all that stuff. But when he breaks out of prison was actually gonna be my like thing where he because I was like anticipating what the comic was gonna do before the lawsuit and figuring out where he was gonna probably okay, if he was gonna go this way with Dr. Finitivis, he was gonna go I was gonna make him go that a different direction. I mean, Scourge has been evil so many times, right? You know, he's been a baddie at Thorn and Sonic's side for a little bit. But I was like, okay, I mean, how much evil can we make him? And then I had an idea. Since in the series it was already kind of established I was gonna make the Black Emerald. What if? And the Black Emerald is basically like think about it. It's Sonic.exe and it's like it would be like Sonic.exe done right. The Black Chaos Emerald, is basically Nephilus and basically warps Scourge's mind, making him a little bit more deadly. And he's basically my way of just saying, here's how you do Sonic.exe. Here's how he's supposed to be. Here's how scary he is supposed to literally be. Boom. You don't have to freaking screw up the screen or say, "I'm God now," or any of that stupid cliche horror movie bullshit. you know, but the way he would get into people's minds, it was fucked up. But it was fucked up. And even when I was writing it, I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck was wrong with me when I wrote that?" Like, yeah, Scourge just enters a new level when he takes that Black Emerald. Like the Black Emerald's already like controlling him anyway, and it's but at a point, unlike Majin Vegeta, where it appealed to the part of him that did like to be destructive and evil and all that shit, not giving a fuck. Scourge, it like it's not like the Black Emerald let Scourge like he didn't let the Black Emerald didn't have any effort to possess Scourge. Scourge let it because he could finally be all powerful. He could finally beat Sonic. He could finally do all this stuff. Ergo, he wanted it. Even Sonic basically gets the Black Emerald at some point. But ergo, like my explanation of his dark side. But literally, Scourge like really just tortures you inside your own mind, and there was actually, I was actually gonna make him put some characters into comas where he's literally like kind of torturing them until Sonic can actually find a way to get certain characters out. I don't know. I still might do this, but it might just be a different character that does this now, so I can't use Scourge. Gambanders, thank you for answering my questions, but god dang it, man. it made this a lot harder because now I got like a lot of stuff to rewrite. You know, while I'm even on it, Barbary Koala was gonna get down with Tails. Yeah, that was gonna happen. I was gonna do it, or at least, and I was gonna kind of make, and I was gonna kind of, if that didn't, and I had another idea to kind of make the whole Mina and Tails thing in freaking Mobius 25 years later, 20 years later, actually make goddamn sense. Ugh, I know the writers just threw them together, but I'm like, let's try and let this make actual fucking sense, people, please. It's one of the things I wanted to do. You know, but Barbary, like, I wanted, like, Fiona would still, like, basically, you know, betray Tails, and then Barbary finds out, and she basically comforts Tails, and, like, things get kind of, like, nice and serious for old Tails. They get someone he actually does actually like. Yeah, Barbary Koala was going to get with Tails. I was going to make it so, even if their ages didn't match up. I was going to make it so. Well, actually, Tails was going to be a little bit aged up a little bit. Just a little bit. So it didn't seem so creepy. But, yeah. So there that is. Bugsy the Hedgehog, well, I wasn't really going to phase my own character out of the story, but I kind of wanted you to see less and less of him, because in older scripts, he was kind of the half of the focus. And I don't want my character to be focused. I want him to be a main character, but I don't want him to be the focus. I don't want him to take center stage, because it's still a Sonic thing, and I don't want him to take complete center stage. Maybe I'll have maybe have a few episodes to himself. And maybe, like, between seasons, I actually do, freaking, Hedgehog vlogs in character, which I'm still planning to do either way it goes. Between seasons, what he's doing, and basically, since he's gone, what has he been doing, what is he up to, what kind of stuff has he gotten himself into, stuff like that. Basically though, and Fiona, I gotta admit, like, originally, like, we were, like, I had a few friends and we all wanted to kind of, like, give Fiona a little bit of a, Although, again, having Tails beat the shit out of Fiona did kind of come across my mind for a few minutes. Because, yeah, Bugsy the Hedgehog would be angry enough to fight Fiona. Enough to, like, literally break Fiona down. But I also thought Tails would do it too. Or Tails would, like, but I'm still thinking doing that where Tails goes like, you don't count on anybody, right? Then why did you go with, and then, Tails goes like, why did you go with Scourge then? You obviously count on him. While you're talking. So don't give me that. Like, and even Tails was actually gonna cuss, but he wasn't gonna cuss like in Sonic Epic Advance. He's gonna just say bullshit. Like, don't you give me that bullshit about you can't trust anybody, because obviously you do. And then, like, like the Hedgehog goes, and this is something I still want to do. He goes, from the mouths of babes, eh? See, Fiona, unlike you, we actually do depend on you. I know you're aggro at me and Sonic for not busting you out because we couldn't save everybody, and we had other people we had to save, so we kind of forgot about you, and that's our fault. That is our sin. That that you can totally blame us on. But if you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. If you care, we're in the middle of a war. Whether you like us or hate us, it really doesn't matter to me. I always thought you were kind of I always thought you were kind of a douche anyway. Even before you even before you started going as even before you started going on the green train. Oh, it takes Scourge to make you figure out, oh, I want to be evil. Well, goody for you. You decided, hey, since Scourge doesn't care about shit, I might as well become the biggest bitch imaginable. Yes, but you guys know the Bugs the Hedgehog. He's the only character I really want to just swear just because of it. So he looks at Fiona and goes like, so, yeah. So, yeah. I really don't care either way it goes. Ow, I don't even want to fight you. You're not even worth the sentiment. And then Fiona like, how dare you talk to me like that? I'm like, what you gonna do to me? You ain't fighting no freaking, you ain't fighting no freedom fighter. You were fighting the second in command, and let me tell you, Fiona, you may be sly, but you're, and he just like punches her once. He sneaks up behind her, punches her, and goes like, you're too slow. So, next time you want to mess with Tails' heart, know this. I'm around. Trust me, if Tails even whimpers about your name and you're in his direct vicinity, I'll know. And you ain't gonna like what I do. You're gonna wish you never, ever, ever, ever slap Tails. I'll make sure of that. So unlike you, wanting to be Miss Loner or wanting to hop the green train, Tails actually has people who care. Whether you like, whether you see it as a good thing or not, I don't really care. Your points, Fiona, are limited, very limited, and invalid because really, how long can you go being a loner until something happens to you? You got no one to depend on. No one. And even Scourge is in jail. Even though I think you're probably gonna try and bust him out. Even if you stay with Scourge, somehow you're gonna end up alone again. Because your personality calls for you to be alone. Because you can't rely on anybody. You can't trust anybody. And that's the thing about you. You're just always gonna be alone. So mess with Tails, mess with anybody else. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're just a sad little fox girl that just wants people's attention. And you can't get it any other way. So leave and never return. And if you return and you're still a bitch, remember, this hedgehog is ready to freaking incarcerate you for being a traitor and also making sure your life's a living hell on Mobius. So go. And basically, Tails is kind of shocked that basically Bugs the Hedgehog went this deep in just this psycho, not psychological, just went this deep within her. Like, yeah, Tails. Because because he goes like, unlike her, you actually have people. You have me. You have Sonic. You have everybody. She, on the other hand, doesn't even know what she technically wants. She only got with Scourge to rebel. Rebel at what? Rebel at us. But she won't. But at the end of the day, she'll always be alone and always wanting people by her side, but not really. That's just the way she is. So let her go, Tails. Let her go. Yeah, I kind of want to take away from the whole, when Sonic and Tails fight. Because, like, the only thing Sonic and Tails should be fighting, I mean, like, that's the real reason that they fought, because of Fiona. And I just was like, no, man, no. Fiona was dirty, even, Fiona was dirty, you know? Fiona was dirty to you. Why fight for her? She slapped the shit out of you and didn't even care. I've, and there are gonna be unique storylines because the comic is still doing the whole. We're gonna finish up the Sonic Unleashed adaptation. I wanted to change to do something else. Like, let's do something original for the new freaking Sonic world. And there are gonna be original stories, with Buzz the Hedgehog, Sonic. Again, there'd be kind of a while Sonic, that issue where Sonic and where Sonic and Bunny like make out, like Bugs, Bugsy sees that, he's like, Sonic, I mean, you broke up with Sonic like a few weeks ago. Don't you think that's a little too soon? But on the inside, he's like, because this is before Antoine and Antoine and Bunny get married. Antoine and Sally and Bunny get married. I know that's in a lot of people's fanfics. Anyways, so basically, I think also that's a hentai comic too. Bunny, Sally's last chance and Bunny's last chance to get away. Anyways, but so he goes but on the inside he's like, oh, why does Sonic get all the chicks and I'm always the one that I'm always the one picking up the pieces. He didn't love. He didn't love. He didn't love. He didn't love Bunny. Although, again, these were old ideas before I said Bugsy the Hedgehog gets with Sally for a bit. And even he actually almost gets married to Sally, or a version of him gets married to Sally. Because since I can't use Scourge, there was no reason for me not to use an evil version of Bugsy the Hedgehog. And if you know my canon, you basically know, the character's name of the evil Bugsy, and I don't even have to say his name completely, but it would basically be Raph. But, or actually, was that an old idea, or just, yeah, that was an old idea, but I never really fleshed it out enough. Anyways, and, during the whole Sonic's kind of depression after Sally and Sonic, go their separate way, break up in front of everybody. Sonic, Bugsy the Hedgehog was kind of the guy that, that kind of cheered up Sonic and kind of, occasionally checks on Sally every now and again. He was like, And he was like, so yeah, so everything we done was constantly playing Hero, huh? So Zai even apologizes for that because he's like, he, he looks at Bugsy Hedgehog and he goes like, I was said some things out of anger I didn't mean. Bugsy and he just look and they look at each other like it's like and then like Bugsy Hedgehog like looking into her eyes it's like I can't. Sonic needs me and I even though I want to. I really, really want to. He needs me now more than ever. And I can't just up and abandon him. Even though he does kinda, when things are relatively better with Sully and Sonic, he kinda gets with, Sully for a bit. Although there was that little thing I was planning to do where she does like the moment, like the moment, like she says they play. She actually does break up with uh, Bugsy Hedgehog, not knowing what she wants, and basically she gets with Monkey Kong during the Journey to the East adaptation that they were like the Journey to the East comic adaptation. And like Sonic and Bugs go like, we're not. Sonic goes, we're not just. Are we? Are we? Are we Bugsy? Also, Bugsy Hedgehog's full name is basically like Bugtholomew, like Bartholomew. And Sonic calls him Bugtholomew or Bartholomew because that's his actual name. Hey, if Sonic can have a first name, so can Bugsy the Hedgehog. So basically, yeah. So it's like, so we're not just nope. Let's just stop the Iron Queen, you know. Let's just stop the Iron Queen, you know. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm perfectly okay. I'm perfectly in my center. Sonic. Sonic. Yeah. Yeah, Bugsy. Our since we did the mission, our did Ken and did did the monkey did Monkey Boy take Sally for them to so they can make out? It appears so, Bugsy. Sonic, yeah. Are we ever gonna get over Sally? Like both of us? I don't. I don't know. Well, that's good to know. Let's just keep doing. I'll just keep doing the research. You keep training. Let's do it. Let's do what we came here for. Ugh. I love that because, again, Bugsy the Hedgehog and like a lot of my other characters that are in various fan things that I do, most of them have my general reactions. Okay, I was like, how would I feel if old Monkey Boy, if I was involved with Sally and like Monkey Boy, just came in and me and Sonic were just sitting there. Chances up, freaking answer would be, I'd be pissed as fuck. So, yeah. And even Nicole goes like, he goes, even Nicole goes to Bugsy and potentially, I was actually potentially they were gonna potentially in one of my other old ideas they were actually gonna get together too. We were like, are you that? Are you that mad? Well, not really. And he goes to Nicole and says, not really mad per se. Just, just, just jealous, I suppose. And I guess it's a natural emotion to have. You know, I don't know what she really wanted. I never thought it'd be Monkey Boy over me or Sonic. And I mean, if she chose Sonic, I guess I'd be okay with it because, you know, they connect more than me and Sally do. I mean, it's always impressive. It's always impressive my planning, like basically how I plan and how I do things. But she's always going to be attracted to Sonic, no matter what I do. But Monkey Boy, out of everybody around this joint, Monkey Boy. Yeah, the quasi love triangle becomes a love square almost. And after that adaptation, um, basically she, when Monkey Khan and freaking side almost kiss, she just and he goes like, why did you stop me? And and she said sign to Bugsy like because she loves both of them, but she knows she has to choose, and she does choose Sonic, and Bugsy the Hedgehog is kind of he accepts this because he can't stand in the way of it, and he can't be like a complete and utter jerk about it. But he goes like, "You two have fun in your," and even when they go on a date, he goes like, "You two have fun in your dates. Me, I got something I need to be working on." And again, I guess out of all the other versions of myself that I put in these fan projects of mine, yeah, Bugsy the Hedgehog really does accentuate the works like m- my worker side. I'm basically just focused on whatever goal I'm working towards. You know, either way it goes. But but not saying that Bugsy the Hedgehog won't get a love interest, but it won't. He's like the one that doesn't get a love interest right away. Tails and Barbary kind of are still a thing at this point in my little story. And since worlds collide, since I wasn't gonna do any kind of crossover with Mega Man, because that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna do a crossover with one of my other series, and you're gonna do something like that, and you guys are probably wondering, oh, what is it gonna be? The Markov universe with the Sonic Street Fighter universe? No, no, Professor What? At some point, Professor What actually, basically, has a crossover with him. But there'd be no change to the universe, except that it kind of makes. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that because it's one of the old concepts I actually had. Because Professor What also has a story where the professor, which is an alternate version, he's an alternate version of the Doctor, but he's also an alternate version of Bugsy the Hedgehog at some point with a different history. and basically, it's basically he's there because he's still like the Doctor's main villains are the Daleks, right? So I thought to myself, Sonic wise, what would be kind of like a mixture between the Daleks and the Cybermen? And I thought, and I finally thought, what in the Sonic canon could I use? The Brotherhood of Metallics. Because they're not just. Because in the Professor What universe, they're not just focused on Sonic. They are focused with the Professor. They always have been. And in his version, on his version of Gallifrey, it wasn't just a version of the Daleks that got killed during his version of the Time War. There was the Brotherhood of Metallics, and they actually assimilated with the Cybermen in his universe. Like the Cybermen in the freaking Brotherhood of Metallics are one mind. Although you will probably see a few Daleks in Professor What. I ain't gonna lie, that's still gonna happen. Um, but I'll talk about Professor What on another time. But basically, it's the Brotherhood of Metallics. It's them versus the Brotherhood of Metallics, and Fleetway's Supersonic that he was able to split out of Sonic in the Professor White universe. Fleetway Sonic doesn't really make an appearance in Sonic Freedom Fighters, only probably a brief cameo where Sonic says, what would this new super energy make me?" And he makes a brief cameo, but that's it. Well, but yeah. But in this, yeah, like, you know, the professor has to fight not only not only the Brotherhood of Metallics with the Freedom Fighters of Sonic Freedom Fighters, but also Fleetway's Supersonic, which if you all know, he's a fucking demon. But let's just say, I'll say this: when the professor fought that version of Supersonic, he almost didn't survive. He almost regenerated, actually. I'd actually say he almost would have regenerated, and that would have been like his. That would have been his third or fourth regeneration. But back on topic. A few other described ideas was an alternate universe, like Sonic and Sonic and Bugsy the Hedgehog are like screwing around with the warp ring, and they're just tinkering with it, and then they basically go to a different Mobius where Sonic died, right? But Bugsy the Hedgehog actually Bugsy the Hedgehog, because he's always like if Sonic was ever killed during the whole war with Robotnik, Bugsy the Hedgehog always told himself he'd be the one that would kind of either take over or he'd train Tails. Tails wasn't like the hands-on fighting type, but he did teach him. But it's a world where Bugsy the Hedgehog basically beat Robotnik. There was no padding, no Robotnik getting in the new bodies. He literally killed Robotnik. If I'm remembering correctly, Bugsy the Hedgehog chokes him with his own wires from one of his machines and kills him. In that universe, he still fights Nagus, and a different version and a zombified version of Sonic, which was going to be called Scourge in that one universe. And our Bugs Bugs the Hedgehog Prime and Sonic Prime were going to be like, this is weird. Okay, this is a world where you died, and Sally's still alive. Does that mean? Oh, Sonic. I believe that I'm basically king. I'm basically king of Mobius, and Sally's my queen. Not like I'm rubbing this in on you, man, because I would never do that, but in this universe you chose me after you died. And like, Sonic goes like, well, aren't you in paradise? A little bit, man, but I know it ain't our world, so let's go see how we can get back. I'm not really going to tell him much of that story because I'm still planning to use it. But yeah, a lot of stuff will go down there and a few other things. But in the crossover with Professor What would be pretty cool because, Professor What is my own version of the Doctor, basically. If he had Saiyan DNA in him. As well as Time Lord DNA. And I just kind of like that kind of thing. I seriously love Professor What. And when the Professor makes his glorious return, because I have made videos as the Professor before. Yeah, he's gonna be kind of different. Like after Vendetta Robotnik, he's gonna be throughout the course of the first season, he's gonna be kind of different. Think less. I don't know. I should not really divulge that, but let's just say he is gonna be kind of raging. But now, a few other things that got scrapped that I'm not gonna use. Basically, the idea of the council. The council, basically. So I was thinking, I would turn that idea around and actually have one of each Freedom Fighter team from each part of Mobius actually have a council where they basically talk about ideas. Because I never really kind of liked the idea in the comic where there was a council and we got Hamlet's fucking stupid self. I just want to take care of the redundancy, basically. Because you kind of have him as the traitor, and you kind of have him as a red herring to the traitor, and you don't do anything with him. When actually, I think they were going to do something with Hamlet, that freaking pig. I don't know what they were going to plan to do with them, but they were going to do something with them. And I kind of want it. And maybe be a possible villain. I don't know. Like, originally, that's one thing I was planning to do. But, yeah. But the original idea was have each Freedom Fighter from each different team and each different part of Mobius actually confer with each other on various plans to stop Robotnik. And it doesn't go well at first. And even, Bugsy the Hedgehog, that was my way of actually kind of benching Bugsy the Hedgehog, my own character, to basically kind of have him on the council, because, he's a He's a smart motherfucker and a master debater like yours truly. So he was going to basically be like that, you know. But he would occasionally, in certain episodes, come on missions and sort of hit on Sally, and Sally kind of, blatantly kind of accepting it to mess with Sonic. And yeah, I was gonna be kind of, yes, I know it's a romantic comedy kind of trope, but I wanted to use it because god dang, I just think the whole love triangle with Sally and Sonic is just funny as hell. And there were a few times while writing where I did kind of make a lot of just jokes around them, and a few sexual ones too, just a few, not a lot. Just I don't know. I was never gonna put the sexual ones into the actual into the actual series because I didn't want to turn this into. I didn't want to turn this into. I didn't want to turn this into Rule 34, the series. There was this one scene that I to this day still cracks me up. It, it's when um it's when if I can remember this correctly, because the punchline is what makes me laugh. But so so there's a plane that Bugsy Hedgehog made that was built for two people, right? and but Bugsy Hedgehog's like, it's my plane, I'll go. Who wants to come with me? And basically, Sally says she wants she wants to come, and Sonic. Yes, and Sonic said the plane's built for two. How's Sally gonna join? Well, and then looks at the hedgehog, and this is the most funniest thing I can ever possibly do, in my opinion. With just this gang alone, she's sitting in his lap, and man, I can't. I got it, guys. I guess I gotta cut it short, but I'm gonna make a part two tomorrow, and yes, we're going to complete the joke. It's still pretty it's still pretty funny. It pretty much shows how I'd react in that situation as well. But I must bid you a fond farewell, and I will see you all tomorrow.